Robert.
Hi, Sarah-Jayne.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah, have you been?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Been keeping all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
So, I know one of the things we've been looking at since you started with us is about your PPA, that positive physical approach with people,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you had an opportunity to try that?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Had a,
You've had one, haven't you? Have you
That's
had any
right.
more that you've been able to do so far?
no, not really.
Okay. So I was wondering if you had a few minutes, if we could just have a look at that, because we recorded it, didn't we, and see
Yes.
how you think it went and things. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And I've also just brought the card here as well, just so that we've got this, sorry, as a cue to remind ourselves what the points are. So I was thinking we could watch it together and see how that went. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Just got it on the phone here. So. Okay. So is there anything you noticed from that? What are your thoughts about it? How did you find it?
It felt uncomfortable at the start. It feels it's not a normal mannerism to.
Okay.
It almost feels a bit like a salute.
Right, okay.
So trying to get that so it doesn't look awkward, I suppose,
Okay.
or forced. And then it is a bit unusual. You know, you usually shake hands and let go. So that
Yep.
movement to go to the sitting down position next to somebody.
Yeah.
It's trying to hold in mind that you want that to be natural, but you're trying to achieve something at the same time.
So it seems like there's a couple of things there, that trying to make it feel natural, but trying to achieve that connection with somebody, and that's the important goal from it.
Yeah.
You said it
Yeah.
felt a bit like a salute.
Absolutely, and I think when I watch that, it does look a little bit robotic.
Okay.
So trying to make that a more kind of fluid movement, really.
Okay. So if we maybe think about 2 things that went well from it, was the 2 things that you noticed that you think actually were positive within that?
I think actually, for instance, stuff, not forgetting any of the kind of component parts. I do think actually we managed to move into the space in a way that didn't feel intrusive.
Yeah.
Or overly assertive.
Yeah.
You know, the person had the opportunity to decline, I suppose, or not give consent for that to happen. So I think those were positives.
Okay, so it was that they actually remembering the steps of the PPA in itself, that approach, and how to make that connection with somebody. But like you were saying as well, it was that you were able to keep boundaries in terms of being invited into the space by the person rather than, okay. So that's 2 positives. And I know you picked up on a couple of things in terms of it feeling like a salute and a little bit robotic. Is there one thing particularly you want to try and work on for next time, maybe?
I think that initiation at the start.
Okay.
I do think some of our service users could view that as almost salute-like.
Right.
And actually, there's something about making it a more friendly gesture,
Okay.
a smoother gesture. So it's how you bring the hand up to the kind of byline and face to draw that attention, but not, yes sir, kind of.
Okay. So trying to make it smoother, more friendly, more a natural movement by the sounds of it. Okay then. So if we were going to think specifically about when you might try and practice that and film it again so we could explore it, when do you think you could do that?
Probably within the next week or so.
Okay.
Next week, I would think, because there'll be a couple of opportunities. It's the consent to film it, but I would think there'll be a couple of opportunities to practice that.
Okay, so maybe if we made a plan that I'm back in next week and we maybe have a catch up and you'll have tried to do it at least once, maybe twice by then, does that feel manageable?
Yeah.
And then we'll sit down and have another conversation about it and see how it feels.
Yeah, no, that'd be really good, thank you.
Okay, alright, thanks ever so much, Robert.
Thank you.